Danny, you should look into the DoorDash girl on TikTok. DoorDash girl.
That's fucked up.
Huh? Wait, what? Was that dude naked? I can't even. A man named. Hold on. I'm trying to read it because it's blurry as fuck. A man named Austin orders DoorDash, selects the option to have order left at door, sees his DoorDasher, me, a female, falls asleep on the couch with his pants and underwear to his ankles and his front door wide open in 59-degree weather. So this is what I see when I leave the order. Yes, and she said he essayed her. Yes, but this gets deeper. From the
They
beginning.
just fired me, and the police are doing nothing. I lost my job.
That girl who drives DoorDash who got fired because she recorded a guy butt naked on his couch. Yeah, DoorDash finally responded. Here is basically what happened. Actually, let's just hear it from her.
When I arrived at their front door was wide open. Their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me.
First thing I want to say is any victim who's dealt with SA, harassment, or anything like that.
Because she posted the dude's dick on TikTok. Yeah, but she also saying she got SA'd. Does him being naked on his own couch mean he SA'd her? I hate that she used this to go viral. I'm telling you, bro, people are using random ass shit to go viral nowadays. Danky Jabo Danky Jabo on YouTube.
She was recently fired for sharing her story about what she claims was someone essaying her, and the videos have gone completely viral because of this clear injustice. However, over the past few days, new information has come out and it's all revealed that this story is nowhere near as simple as we originally thought. So I thought today we could take more of an in-depth look and try to figure out exactly what happened here, because I think all parties did things wrong at certain points, some more drastic than others, obviously, but there's so many gray areas, both morally and legally, that I feel as though most people aren't talking about. I feel this is one of those situations where the majority of people are taking sides. Like, you're either with this person, you're with the company, you're with the victim, whoever you might think the victim is. But no, this isn't a situation that involves side taking, in my opinion. I think it deserves more of a nuanced discussion. Very necessary, in my opinion, to talk about the mistakes of each party involved to make sure stuff like this doesn't happen in the future, if that makes sense. So before we get into what actually happened, forget subscribing to the channel. I want to test out that new hype feature that YouTube introduced recently. So give floating around.
Another thing about this DoorDash girl, because so much new information is coming out and everybody's finally getting the straight story. I thought that it was a locked screen door and then an open door behind it, which I said in my original video, like, he could just be a freaky frog and that's indecent exposure and all that. And like, he could be a freaky ass boy, but you still don't.
Is it indecent exposure if you're inside your home?
Like, lean your phone to like record inside of somebody's house. Now everybody's saying, like, in whatever original video, she's saying the door was cracked and she pushed the door open and walked in recording. Man, shut up. Shut up. You better be happy that man didn't sue you. And you know what? I hope he does. I hope
she did not open the door, bro. Because she got some balls to open someone else's door, dude. You know, imagine you order food and a DoorDash said, you know, I see a crack. Listen, let me see what's in there. Hell no, she didn't. Okay. Wait, she did or no? I'm getting mixed signals here. Y'all saying she didn't. Some of y'all saying she did. They said she did. I don't know. We'll keep watching.
Finds this series of...
There you go, Misinformation Central. It's the fucking internet. It has become a common narrative that she opened the door after it being just a smidge open, when no, her story has been the same since the very fucking beginning. The door was always wide open. There is no video of her opening a slightly open door. It was all...
Yeah, because she's not going to record herself doing fucking opening the door. She's not that stupid.
Let's hear her first, like, explanation of it on her TikTok.
For anybody who's interested, I commented, but my comment's getting buried in my comment section. I reported this to DoorDash over 12 hours ago, and they're supposed to call me back, which is strange because I've reported a couple less serious incidents before, and they called me back within 1 to 2 hours.
Right, okay, immediately You fucked up big. You posted the video to the internet for millions of people to see before you even told DoorDash, let alone the police. It would be one thing if the bloke come out of the door and picked up the food whilst he was naked, right? But he was sleeping in the privacy of his own home. Yes, the door was wide open, but let's be fucking real here. The guy was not sober. He's fucking inebriated on something. He clearly has issues.
Sarah said, my question is, why would she go in and not follow the instructions he left in his DoorDash order? I don't know. So that's the thing. A lot of people don't know what actually happened. There's rumors that she opened the door while she was dropping off the food. Others, the door was already open when she dropped off the food. But also, let's say the door was open and he was passed out. He might have gone inside his house, left the door open, passed out on the couch. I don't know why the fuck his pants were off. Maybe he peed himself. I don't know. Still, in my opinion, I don't think that gives a girl the right to fucking record him in his own home. It's just off.
This was even reportable to the police in New York State because he was in his home. But after so many people told me to report it to the police, I did. And I called the non-emergency line, and they sent a police officer over to speak to me in person and watch the video that I have. And then he asked me to email it to him, and he asked me if I want to press charges, like what do I want to come from this? And I said, yeah, if there are charges to press, I would prefer that because I don't want this to happen to somebody else again.
I personally don't think you could press charges on someone that was booty ass naked in their own home, though. He did, in my opinion, just by watching that video, it does not seem like he did anything to her, dude. It seemed like he was passed out. It seemed like he was passed out. Yeah, mind you, the man was asleep the entire time. Now she's catching a charge.
And he understood.
Yeah, and her claiming essay is insane, bro.
That the police officer, and then he went back out to his car, and then he came back to me and he told me, like, this is pretty much verbatim. It's not verbatim, but like it's the point that he said he's not sure if that there are charges that can be pressed at this point because he was inside of his house. And specifically, he said it's not like he came up to his door with it out or like his window with it out or whatever.
Yeah, that's a whole different scenario, dude. If he actually answered the door booty ass fucking naked. Yeah, respectfully, people already don't believe victims, and to begin with, believe victims to begin with. This isn't helping. It's not helping. Yeah, dude. Yeah, and also, like Genevieve said, you gotta think if the genders were reversed. Imagine if a guy filmed a girl naked on her couch. Imagine how everybody will be talking shit to this guy, dude. Because I personally, once again, don't think that's okay. But I think she's wrong.
Ordered DoorDash 15 minutes ago. And within 15 minutes of ordering DoorDash and it getting delivered to your front door, you're asleep on the couch with your pants and your underwear to your...
Yeah, because have you ever been drunk? You go to sleep like within a minute or two, bro.
Ankles, your front door wide open, your lights on, it's freezing outside. Like, come on now. That is voyeurism. That is exhibitionism. That was something against my own will that I was fulfilling for that man. To the residents of that DoorDash customer to speak to him and see what his side of the story is, what he has to say about what was going on with him. And then another major factor that we're not even considering is that man lives in a duplex. In that video, you'll see another door next to his. That's another apartment unit right next to his. That could be a family. Anybody could walk out. See, listen, if I wasn't the target, you still shouldn't be whacking it off, whether you're drunk or under the influence of any substances, with your door wide open regardless. Because,
bro, once again, he could have been drunk and not even trying to whack it off. He could have been trying to change. And fuck, he didn't get to change. He just knocked out, bro. Yeah, call the cops for a wellness check. This girl's doing too much, bro. She's pissing me off, chat.
Anybody could walk out and get assaulted from that, seeing what you're doing on your couch. It could be a child. Anybody could come up on your porch and see that. Anybody walking by on the sidewalk and accidentally getting a glance would be a victim.
Yeah, I mean, no, she's right. Like, she is right about this. Is why it's such a
How is she right, bro? She's too woke. Bro, how is she right, dude? Tell me, bro, how is she right? So you're telling me if you see a door, if you're walking on the sidewalk and you see a door open and you see a naked man or a naked woman asleep on their couch, you gotta fucking assault it? Fuck out of here, dude. Mind your business and keep walking, bro.
Hey guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault. Hey guys, I just lost my job, and they won't tell me why.
Go to fucking Uber Eats.
They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation providing you the reason why and a link to appeal, and they didn't. So I contacted support, and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why, and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why. So my chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account. I was working. I was literally working, and they deactivated me.
You shouldn't have recorded a naked man, bro. You shouldn't have done what you did.
This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault while DoorDashing.
You did not get sexually assaulted once again.
Fired me, and the police are doing nothing. I lost my job, and that was my only way to make money to pay my bill. I really lost my job. Within less than 24 hours after me submitting my appeal, they denied it. And in the email, they said, you can respond to the previous email that you received explaining the reason why you were deactivated.
I mean, on a real, if you make...
Yeah, bro. I'm sorry, but if you sue DoorDash, you ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win. You were in the wrong.
Last night, I contacted one support agent. We sat on the phone for 25 minutes, and then she transferred me to the community response team. The person on the community response team told me that was the highest team I could get to. There's literally nobody else she could transfer me to. I could hang up the phone and call back and then get transferred to the community response team again. So I sat on the phone with her for another 25, 30 minutes. And she told me that she couldn't tell me. There's no way that they could tell me what the reason why I just lost my job. Guys, my account is currently at risk of being banned because I had to explain my story one time, right?
Maybe because you posted a naked man. Hello.
They took the video down and gave my account a strike. So I explained my story again and censored the video that I have just so they can't take it down for the same reason. They took it down for the same reason again, and now my account has a second strike. Guess what? If I get one more strike, I'm banned from TikTok. So not only did I get assaulted 3 days ago on October 12th on Sunday. Man's world! I'm the victim! Remember? I'm the victim! And they took down my video. They were gonna have to pay me for my second story.
You're a victim because you saw a naked man asleep?
Because that was over a minute long. They were gonna have to pay me for all those views I got. So no.
Don't fucking worry. TikTok don't pay shit. Trust me, TikTok don't pay shit. You are not gonna get a fucking dime.
That right down. They took that right down. Absolutely not. They're not paying me for that. Try to word this as chill as possible to avoid getting this video striked. So on October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. And when I arrived at their front door was wide open. Their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to the...
She just said it. They were sleeping. Bro. Oh.
Their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me. I got this on video, and I'm not even going to be posting the video clip anymore because I'm pretty sure that's what's getting me the strikes. But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer. And then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me, which doesn't seem unrelated. I appealed, and they were supposed to respond to my appeal within 7 to 10 business days. They didn't even provide me a reason for my deactivation. They're supposed to send an email. They didn't. So I contacted support, and they told me to continue with my appeal without knowing a reason why. There's an option to select, don't know why I was deactivated, and then you still have to explain yourself. So I did. And within 12 hours afterward, They had already denied my appeal. So I'm really never getting my DoorDash account back. DoorDash deactivated me. DoorDash punished me for exposing my assaulter. And TikTok is currently punishing me for exposing my story time.
You're pissing me off, dude. You're pissing me off.
And this is the only justice I'm getting because I also reported this to the police and the police are doing nothing.
Do anything, bro. They can't do anything. You sound crazy, bro. You sound crazy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man.
Like, I'm about to lose my account. I was assaulted. I'm the victim. I lost my job. I'm the victim. Right? Is this making sense to any fucking body? On their most recent Instagram post in the comment section. And I'm not going to speak too much further on details, but what I am going to say is I and the entire rest of the world found out why I lost my job at the exact same time. I didn't find out.
Hold on. Someone commented. S'more said, Danny, men are weird like that, though. I had a guy pull out his junk in public bus. I was a teen. Well, yeah, that's weird. If you're in public and you're taking your fucking chorizo out, yes, that's fucking assault right there. That's weird. He didn't get in trouble because there was no proof, but it scared me. This story triggered me. I knew some people that would say he was high or drunk. I was called crazy. No, listen, you're in all right, dude. You were in public. He took that shit out. Yes, that's fucking traumatizing. But it's just the fact that this man here was most likely, in my opinion, drunk and fell asleep with his pants off after he ordered DoorDash. So yeah, dude, that I feel like that's two different scenarios. But don't get me wrong. Yes, men are fucking weird. They're dogs. They're dogs. But yes, I don't. And we also don't know if the theories of the people's opinions of this whole situation. People are saying she opened the door was already open. According to her, the door was open when she got there. Other people are saying no, that she pushed the door open. But I don't know. I still think no matter what, he was knocked out booty naked, booty ass fucking naked. And she shouldn't have recorded him. And I don't think she got assaulted. But if this happened publicly, then yeah, 100%.